My regards. Outside the final list of nominees for the FIFA Best Award, Vinny became a topic of conversation in Madrid. Players, journalists and fans talked about him. What happened to him? Why was this player excluded and clearly treated unfairly last year? We remember Neymar's sarcastic tweets about his exclusion from the final lists this season. Ancelotti came out and became a comedian. He said that when he found out that he was not on the best list, he collapsed and started crying for hours until we calmed him down. Before I made this video, I was reading people's tweets and seeing the level of anger about the topic. I found a tweet that caught my attention, saying when you see names like Brozovic and Declan Rice, you know that Junior is the most disrespected player in football. People do not respect him or give him his due rights. When you compare Junior and several players on the final list, 100%, you will find that he has an advantage over several of them. At least it exists, but when last season gets dark and this season gets dark, you realize that there is a phenomenon in the pattern of the topic and it is not a coincidence. A player with outstanding numbers, his skill on the field is awesome, he scores, creates, disturbs and dismantles defenses. Why is he excluded? Even though if we think about who are the 5 most dangerous players currently in Europe, it's hard to remember them without remembering Junior. What's going on with him? Junior's topic is simple from the beginning when he was being destroyed, because he wasted a number of opportunities as a young boy. There are people who enter people's hearts and love them quickly, and there are people who need time to enter their hearts. It seems that Junior is one of the people who does not easily enter the hearts of people, media figures, the press or public relations companies, and he must work on himself on that issue. Remember last season the war that was fought over Junior off the field. Remember how long it lasted until people noticed it and supported it. He was forced to leave the world and leave the match so that people would pay attention to his cause, support him, and stop what was happening against him. Understand that this player is being treated strangely. Even when Benzema spoke to Mendy and told him not to pass to him because he is playing against us, people treated the issue as normal, whereas if this incident had happened with a second player, they would have told the journalists and said, "This is not permissible, Benzema. And this is unethical." From his beginnings, when he was a player from the beginning, it was clear that he had quality, speed, and ability to enter the opponent's areas. Since those days, no one who appeared in the European or Spanish media at least said that this player needs a little patience. This man really needs a public relations company that takes care of him. A public relations company remembers what it does, promote what he does. His value increases and his name is Junior. He was not as lucky as Ronaldinho in the first place. People saw his skill and his stardom as fast as Neymar. Junior is digging in stone to get anything right now. From the beginning, his life was difficult, and the issue had nothing to do with his abilities, skills, quality, or titles. This man reached the Champions League semi-finals last year and was one of the important players. During the football season, the issue has to do with the media image. The golden ball and the best do not always go to the best. They are based on the impression that he is the best, and since people voted, it is human to vote for and what is in the form of numbers and data. Their meaning depends on the feelings of each person. Feelings are part of media and promotional campaigns. Junior is a player who misses that very much. The evidence is that Bellingham played for matches, but he only scored for matches with Real Madrid. Since his debut, he has become a champion. He has skills and people imitate him. Wow, that is amazing. But if Junior did this thing 10 matches together, each match Junior would have 2 or 3 dribbles. Where did they go? Why was there no focus on them as a player? If he wants greater stardom worthy of his skill, he really needs to start thinking more about public relations companies. I will explain to you a simple example before I conclude. I will explain its role, of course. We all know the story of the banana with Dani Alves in front of Villarreal. When they threw him a banana and he ate it an hour later, everyone was eating bananas in Brazil, Spain, Germany and the whole world. This is for your information. He actually said that he made this move, but the whole idea was managing a public relations company. He was complaining about racism, so he went to the company. They told him, "We will show you what we can do. If they do it like this, you will eat it." We coordinated with a number of people to go out and eat bananas on the air, in order to launch a counterattack on the racism that was in Spanish stadiums against Daniel Alves Jr. He did not think about it and tried on his own. And in the end he was forced to turn his back on the world and go and ruin an entire match. As we said,